Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The numbers for Jones last week, 10 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense down, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Ryan. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down now. It's Davis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Ryan. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown, making a nice catch.
And eating up a nice chunk of yardage as well. And how about how he ended the play? Being the guy that makes the catch over a defender to finish things off. He really competes for the football well.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And Subcribe will put this one right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. They go play action with Ryan. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A first down carry for Davis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried, because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now it's Ryan. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Davis running right. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
With it is Brown. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Subcribe. And the lead now stands at 13. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Lions throw into the hands of Pitts here. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin with the home opener in the Pacific Northwest. Tennessee in town to take on Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Flush to his right. Wide open. Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's got Gronkowski yet again.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. He's... especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They hand this one to Gronk. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third. Corner and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. On first down, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan. That's complete to Sharp. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here's Davis to run and get on second. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And now off to the races down the right side.
If you were me,
and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Succop for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. On the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Trask now off the play fake.
Over the middle to Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Trask.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And they'll throw again. Here's Trask.
Escaping the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Trask throw on target to Godwin here. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Setting to throw. Here's Trask.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan right back to Pitts again. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, Trask.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Trask on 2nd and 10.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Off the play fake, Trask. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bucs, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week.